there, everybody. How you doing? My name is Connie Baker, and I'm wanting to start. This is the first in a series that I'm really excited about. I'm going to be going live answering different questions. I'm going to call it Ask Therapist Connie, or Dear Therapist Connie, or whatever. I haven't decided off of the whole Dear Abby thing. So yeah, welcome. And what I want to do is take questions you have. You can post them on my Therapist Connie page. You can inbox me, message me on my Therapist Connie page and say, hey, I've always wanted to ask a therapist about this. And then you're able to do it. So yeah, I'd love to answer some of your questions. I think it'll be fun for us to interact and hang out together. Okay, I have a question already from Margaret. Margaret asks, what are the differences in mental health workers? How do I know who to go to between a psychologist, a counselor, a therapist? What does it all mean? Okay, great question, Margaret. Let's chat. All right, so there's a whole list of mental health workers, huge list. Let's start with the ones with the doctoral degrees. The doctoral degrees are a psychologist, and he specializes in both therapy and testing. They're really good at doing psychological testing. That's what they're trained to do. But they also can do individual and group and couples therapy. So that's a psychologist for you. Got that one? All right. Next one is a clinical social worker. Now this is a master's degree person. A social worker can do advocacy and as well as counseling. They can help network with you with resources and all that sort of stuff. So that's awesome. We love our social workers. They're super helpful. But they can also do counseling. And counseling and therapy are kind of the same thing. They're interchangeable in what they do. So a therapist, all these I'm talking about can be therapists. They can do psychotherapy. So, all right, all the rest I'm talking about can be therapists. All right, after social workers, we have got counselors, and those are licensed professional counselors or mental health counselors, and they are master's degree level, and they do individual, group, and couples work as well. Marital and family therapists are for marriages, couples work, and family work. They specialize in that. They can also do individual work, but when it comes to working with families as a whole or couples, they are top notch, okay? So, and they are master's degree level. I think I said that. Then we have certified drug and alcohol counselors, and those are not a licensure, those are certifications. Some counselors go on to get those, some therapists go get that certification, but that's kind of its own little thing, okay? So then we have also, okay, all the ones I just talked about, let's review. Psychologists, social workers, counselors, marital and family therapists, and certified drug and alcohol counselors. None of us can prescribe meds, no medication. My clients come to me and say, hey, can you get me some meds? I'm like, nope, can't do that. All right, so got that. Now, the next two can prescribe meds. A psychiatrist is a medical doctor. He's an MD. A lot of people get psychologists and psychiatrists mixed up. Common mistake. Psychiatrists are medical doctors who specialize in psychotropic medicines. So they are ones to dispense actual medications. They don't often counsel patients, though. They might listen to them a little bit, but they're mostly there. They're a medical doctor wanting to give them medication, and they kind of monitor that if they're doing a good job. Now, there's a shout out to a less known group that I love working with, psychiatric or mental health nurse practitioners, PMHNPs, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners. These guys can prescribe. These people are awesome. Generally, they are really attentive to the ones I've worked with. They're very attentive to the patient, the client, whatever you want to call it. And they really track well with prescription meds. They are able to prescribe. So if I had my preference, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. If I need to get psychotropic medication, antidepressants, anti-anxieties, meds for bipolar, all those things. If I need that, I love PMHNPs. So there's that. I hope that is just stop. There's two more. There's school counselors and school psychologists. Now, school counselors have a specialty in school counseling at a master's degree level, and school psychologists have a specialty at a doctoral degree to come in and be a school psychologist. They are geared toward doing it in a school setting for students. So I think that covers most of the major areas, Margaret. I hope you're happy and got a little information. Feel free in the comments, there's the word, in the comments to put down any more questions you have about this topic. Also, feel free to give me new questions. I'm going to have so much fun with this. We're going to have fun. So let's chat. All right. Bye-bye. And I never remember how to turn these things off.